Summer days are long and hot, and water is scarce. It's a tough situation facing Jamil Shaheen, who owns a dairy farm in the occupied West Bank. He's been forced to buy water elsewhere, but it's not enough. His cows are still thirsty.
It's an issue. The lack of water has an impact on the quantity of milk they produce. It takes a few days for them to go back to normal. When they tell me there is no water at home, I don't worry, but here it's a problem.
It started about 2 weeks ago. The town of Salfit and its surroundings are the worst affected. Local authorities have had to ration the trickle of water coming from Israel among some 70,000 people who live here.
We divide the town in 3 zones and give water to each one of them by turn, so every household gets it every 3 days. It's the only way to meet the basic needs of people.
Israel says the shortage is caused by a damaged water pump, poor infrastructure on the Palestinian side, and increased consumption during the hot season. But it's a long-running situation. There are large reserves in the area, but the problem is that Israel has gained control over water after the 1967 war, and since it controls the quantity of water supplied to the occupied West Bank, and it has rarely granted permits to Palestinians to build new wells. The annual quantity allocated to Palestinians is defined in the Oslo Accords. Palestinian water rights were to be part of the final status agreement. But 23 years later, Palestinians say the quantity hasn't been amended and they're getting well below what they actually need. Israel's water authority, however, says it often doubles that amount. And many like Radi Rayan complain that nearby settlements do not face the same shortages.
They say we get enough, but it's not true. I have a garden and plants, but we don't want to water them. We want water for our children to drink and shower, wash our clothes. Those are the basics in life.
Today, the skyline of Salfit is dotted with plastic water tanks. It's hard to believe that it was once called the town of 99 Springs. Huda Abdelhamid, Al Jazeera, in the occupied West Bank.